Welcome to Monmouth in Focus, a program about the services and functions of Monmouth County government. I'm Commissioner Director Tom Arnone, your host for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. The Made in Monmouth event, which is run by the Monmouth County Division of Economic Development, is a fantastic way for local businesses to showcase their products made right here in Monmouth County. We wanted to introduce some of our vendors. We are here today with Angela Juffe from Bella Bee Pure. Welcome. How are you?
I'm
Good.
very well.
Thank you for coming.
And
Thank you.
I appreciate the invitation.
So we have so many different types of retail type businesses and businesses like that, of course, restaurants and those. But then we have some really unique, creative, really special businesses, and this being one of them. So why don't you, kick it off and talk a little bit about your business.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you how it
And
came
how it
to be. Right. As a teacher here for 37 years.
Which, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I developed very bad allergies, spring and fall allergies, as an adult. And my friend told me, you need local honey, which is honey that is within 50 miles of where you live. And I didn't really know much about it. I was just a regular, grocery store honey purchaser. But she gave it to me, and I put it on the things I love, like ice cream and oatmeal and my cereal and graham crackers and peanut butter and honey sandwiches, etc. I made it part of my daily diet. And within 15 months that spring, I didn't have my spring allergies, and I just kind of chalked it off as to, well, maybe the flower isn't blooming. Sure enough, in the fall, I didn't have my fall allergies. And that was 1986, and I've been allergy-free ever since.
Wow.
So honey is a part of my diet. And so in addition, while teaching, I thought, when I retire, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out about this, and I'm going to be a beekeeper. And sure enough, in 2014, I retired and started off with 2 hives, and now I have 14.
All at your home?
At my home. On our property.
Away from the house, I would think?
Yes, but they're very friendly. The girls are great. So when you think about it, I have almost 1 million employees with no benefits.
Oh boy, that's great. Great operating
Yes.
costs and overhead.
Yes. Yes.
That's fabulous. So, and I know that there's got to be a process that goes through
Yes.
there. And
Yes.
how long does it take, and I see a jar of honey in front of you, like that jar, what does it generate? Or how long does it take to generate, that much honey?
Right. Well, I only harvest in the spring, and the bees will start gathering their nectar in April, and at the end of July, I'll harvest. So with my 14 hives, only 6 were producing because some of them are new. They take a year before they can start producing. With 6 hives, I generated 318 pounds of honey, and this is a pound. This is a pound jar.
How? Can you repeat that?
With 6 hives, I generated 318 pounds of honey. So it's about 50 pounds per hive, and that's about the average.
So when you're structuring your employees in there, how do you how many bees are in a hive?
There are 60,000 in one hive.
60,000?
Yes, and one hive can pollinate 300 million flowers a day. Wow. A day. That's how important they are. They pollinate 75 to 80% of our fruits and vegetables, so we need to protect them.
So now obviously you generate all that honey there. How do you promote it? I've had your honey and it is very good. So I'm going to be a promoter of your honey there. It's very good.
Yes, my hives are visible from the road, and I have a lot of people who just drive right up the driveway and they ask me if I have any honey, and so I sell a lot that way. I have not had to advertise. Usually by around this time I'm almost sold out. So, and I have a lot of repeat customers.
So it doesn't go into the stores?
No. I don't have really the volume that I could supply a store, and I wouldn't be able to be consistent in supplying them because each year is different. It depends on the weather. If we have a cold spring and the flowers already came out, the bees are out, and then they have no food because maybe we have a cold snap. and then they have no
Now,
food.
where do you get the bees from?
The bees I get from local beekeepers, but actually I haven't had to do that because in the spring I split my hives. There's an overpopulation because they get excited. The queen starts laying her 2,000 eggs a day, and it's amazing. So the population explodes, and if you don't split your hives and create a smaller one, they will swarm. So now in the spring, I split my hives, and that's how I keep adding and getting more and more.
And you go close to the hives?
Oh, yes. But I wear all my protective equipment. It only takes one bee sting to have an allergic reaction.
Yes.
So I look like an astronaut when I go out there, but they're pretty calm.
Now, do you do this all by yourself?
My daughter helps me.
That's great.
And so she's a beekeeper in training.
Right,
So
wow,
when,
that's
when
amazing.
she retires, she'll take over. You know.
So we, as you know, as I said before, we have our Made in Monmouth coming up, and we've had it now for many years here. And you know, I was at a different venue. It was at Monmouth University, which we loved there, but because of logistics, timing of it, and it was the important focus of us to make people feel like we're back to some sort of normalcy.
Right.
To get it back. We have also a great venue, our own venue, Brookdale Community College, County School. So we thought, hey, let's showcase our great county school that we have,
Yes.
and you know, let's bring Made in Monmouth back. We were a little concerned that where business is going to, you know, come back in November, and overwhelmingly they are. Hopefully you are.
Yes, I'll be there.
And you've been there in the past?
Yes, and it's amazing the exposure that you get to just the public has made my business grow legs. I now can do bridal shower favors and baby shower favors and wedding favors and personalize them because I have a computer background also, and so I can personalize the favors to whatever they would like, sayings and things like that.
Oh, that's really special.
So it's really taken on a turn of its own, and I have to attribute that to the people that came to see me and visit me at
That's
the booth
special.
in Made in Monmouth.
So that was the ultimate goal of you know, and I really focus a lot on the small businesses because they're 95% of our business world here, and take nothing away, like I say all the time, from a larger chains and the larger stores, but our backbone is our small businesses. It's always been that way here in Monmouth County, and you know, I'm not going to say the lost touch that government and businesses have had, but I do feel they've separated a little, and it was important to myself and the rest of the commissioners that we focus on our businesses. And I think I'll always say that we do it better than any other county.
You do.
And I can say, because it's only just you and I, I'm sure people might be able to, but I really do feel that we focus, you know,
Yes.
whether it's our Grown in Monmouth, Made in Monmouth, Grow Monmouth, all those components come in to assist in our business climate. And, you know, and I hope that as a business person, a small business person, you feel that, you know, your government is trying to help you.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Much
this is
appreciated.
great. I so much appreciate it. I definitely am going to come by, and you know, by your booth there. And the one thing is when you come in there, I think we have it structured where the business just come in, set up, and then leave.
And the tables are all there. It can't be more convenient, and that's much appreciated, that everything is organized and we have a specific spot to go to. And
it's free.
And it's free.
And that's the key.
That's right.
Yep.
So
And
very
that's the
much
key. And that
appreciated.
was our ultimate goal. People say, well, how do you do it for free? You have some costs, and you're right. We do. But it's a worthy cause for a cost, because it's promoting our success here in Monmouth County. So we're going to continue to do it as long as the businesses want us to do it. So I want to thank you so much. Unbelievable concept, and I gave you a ton of credit from.
Thank you.
I mean, you want to talk about two opposite careers, teaching and
yes.
beehives.
Yes.
I think they're a little different, but you made them both work. So
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate.
So come
Okay.
support Monmouth County small businesses at the Made in Monmouth event on Saturday, November 6th at Brookdale Community College in the Collins Arena. There will be 120 local vendors showcasing their products. For more information, please visit Monmouth County's Economic Development at www.madeinmonmouth.com. Thank you.
And hope to see you there.
Thank you.